The character of Rias Gremory is one of the best known among the otaku since he appears in the anime called High School DxD, which contains a lot of eki and some very unique characters. Rias is a woman of great beauty with an exceptional figure, with fair skin, almost greenish sky blue eyes and a distinctive crimson-red hair that reaches her thighs, with a single strand of hair, known in Japan as a hoge, which protrudes from the top of her head. She also has long bangs that, in addition to covering part of her forehead, frame her face by being longer on the sides. Although she has worn a variety of outfits, the one she wears most often is the school uniform for girls, which consists of a white long-sleeve button-down shirt, though short-sleeve for spring, summer, with a black ribbon at the collar, a jacket that covers her shoulders and reaches a little above the waist, leaving the top of the white shirt bare at the chest. Finally, she wears a magenta skirt with white details and brown shoes with high socks. When shown in her demonic form, she develops black wings on her back. Measurements: 99-58-90, bust, waist, hips. Throughout the series, it is evident that Rias is gentle and compassionate with her subordinates. She considers Issei as someone special and always feels jealous when other women approach him, appearing completely different when he is with other girls or during training. She takes pride in her family's lineage, but prefers not to be recognized simply as Rias of House Gremory. She likes to joke around with Issei and Asia, but at the same time makes it clear to Asia, or other girls, that Issei belongs to her, and she is not willing to share him, as revealed in Volume 3 of the novels, where it is shown that the Gremory family and their servants have an exceptional bond between demons, Rias being a sample of this. She has no qualms about showing her attributes to Issei or sleeping unclothed with him, as long as he agrees. Rias is the second descendant of the Gremory family. She became the heir after her brother, Serzex, ascended to Satan Lucifer, thus losing his position as heir to the house. After being proclaimed as the successor of the Gremory clan, Rias is eventually betrothed to Rus Phoenix. Before the start of the series, Rias reinstated Aquino, Yudo, Kaneko, and Gasper as his servants. 2 years before the start of the series, she entered the Kuo Academy along with Aquino, Queen Sona Citri, heiress of the Citri family and younger sister of Seraphal Leviathan, and Tsubaki Shinra, the queen of Sona Citri. The Awakening of the Red Dragon Emperor. When Issei Hyodo was eliminated by a fallen angel, known as Yuma Amano at the time, Rias resurrects him. Later, when Issei is severely injured by another fallen angel, this time by Donasek, Rias takes the young man home and spends the entire night healing him. She saves him a second time along with the other members of the Occult Research Club. When Issei goes to the abandoned church to rescue Asia Argento, Rias helps Issei indirectly by eliminating 3 of Rainier's allies before confronting Rainier. He subsequently revives Asia as her bishop. After training with Issei, Rias informs him that Asia Argento will stay with him in his house, managing to persuade Issei's parents. Later, Rias is seen in Issei's bed, unclothed, trying to get him to lose his virginity in hopes of breaking off their engagement. However, her attempt is interrupted by the appearance of Grafia Lucifuge, who scolds Rias for trying to break the engagement established by her brother and father. When Rias' fiancée, Rus Phoenix, arrives at the Occult Research Club, Rias, still unsatisfied with the engagement, agrees to have a qualifying game with the elevator under the condition that she must win. If Rias wins, the engagement is broken, but if Rus wins, the marriage ceremony will proceed. During their training in the mountains, Rias begins to develop intense feelings for Issei. On the day of the qualification game, although the battle initially goes well for Rias' team, they eventually lose due to the lack of members on their team. However, after seeing how Issei is beaten almost to elimination, but still continues to fight for her, Rias changes her perception. Later, she is seen at her engagement party in the earthly world, which is interrupted by Issei, who challenges Rus once again to break up her marriage with Rias, this time coming out victorious. After Issei helps break off the engagement, Rias falls in love with him and kisses him for the first time. He then moves into Issei's house after the elevator incident. From his mother, Rias acquired the power of annihilation from the Bale clan. This power allows him to release energies capable of disintegrating matter, both living and inanimate, with relative ease. However, opponents possessing considerable power can protect themselves from this effect. Rias possesses all the powers and abilities typical of a demon. She has also proven to be at least proficient in the use of spells, such as the ritual to drain the energy from Issei's left hand, allowing her to regain her human form, teleportation through magic circles and others. As the the sister of a demon king, it is suggested in the novel that her power is superior to other demons of her own age. In Volume 1, she and Akino are able to defeat 3 fallen angels with relative ease. In Volume 3, with an 8-fold increase in Issei's booster gear, she managed to force Kokobile to defend herself. Although Kokobile blocked her attack, he did not come out of the confrontation completely unscathed. Rias has acquired the ability to project a red light from her breasts, which recharges Issei's energy. Each use of this power temporarily reduces the size of her breasts. However, their size is restored after a few days of rest. Issei Hyodo. Issei officially becomes Rias' partner after finally expressing his love for her in Volume 10 of the light novels. It took him a long time to do so due to the trauma of the incident with Rainier, which affected his relationship with all the girls. He received permission from Rias' mother to start a love group to make all the girls happy, as none of them were willing to give up on him just because he was in love with Rias. Akino Himejima. She maintains a close relationship with Rias, and their bond goes beyond a simple master-servant relationship. They are like sisters. However, she is now one of Rias' strongest rivals for Issei's love, as she became his rival in Volume 5 and developed feelings for him in Volume 7 of the light novels. Akino and Rias have a fierce competition between them for Issei's affection, considering each other their biggest rivals. Yudo Kiba. Due to his past, where he was part of the Sacred Sword project that resulted in his death, Kiba was revived by Rias and became his servant. Rias still expects Kiba to call her Wanisama. Kaneko Tojo. Rias has a deep affection for Kaneko, as she was one of his first servants, but also considers her his rival since Kaneko developed true feelings for Issei. Kaneko fell in love with Issei in Volume 5, when he helped her overcome her fear of her own powers. Kaneko proposed to Issei in Volume 11 of the light novels. Asia Argento. Rias treats her as a sister, since they live together, but also as a rival for Issei's love, since he also loves her. However, Rias cares a lot about her. Zenobia. Although she is a trusted servant, Rias considers her a rival, as Zenobia wants to have children with Issei and develops feelings for him as the series progresses. Irina Shido. Despite not being one of his servants, Irina is a good friend of Rias and a member of the Allied forces representing the angels on Miguel's team. Rias also considers her a rival, as she is Issei's childhood friend and has been in love with him ever since, wishing for a serious relationship and the possibility of having children. However, this would be difficult, as she would become a fallen angel. Gasper Vladi. Rias' first pawn, Gasper was sealed away by her at the academy due to his inability to control his powers, and was not released until Volume 4 of the novels. Rias has had to deal with her problems and efforts to make sure she is okay. She has been shown to care a lot about him, such as when she rescued him from the Cows Brigade without caring about what might happen to herself. Rias is one of the most beloved characters of the anime for many reasons. Certainly the anime where he appears has a lot of ecchi content, but it is not the only reason why fans remember him. The anime also has a very good story, has remarkable people, and not only those who revolve around Rias, has some very interesting fights, others are as a joke. The anime also has a very good animation except for the last season, as this was heavily criticized by fans as they changed the design of the characters to the point of not recognizing them. I hope you liked the video. If you want me to bring a video about your waifu, comment it. Do not forget to check the videos of the channel. See you in the next video.